Good afternoon. Today's date is June 1st, 2025. Time is 3 o'clock p.m. Now, these next series of videos are pretty disturbing only because, well, I don't know, they might be disturbing to a lot of people, to most people in this country, and some people it doesn't seem to faze. As a matter of fact, they're cheering these people on, which I think is pretty deplorable. Now, they show people showing up to the immigration office for their immigration hearings and ICE taking them away, separating families. It shows a group of ICE agents, about 30 of them, raiding a restaurant in San Diego. Now, of course, you wouldn't think this was out of the normal if you agree with people like this guy or the agency being headed by this person, or the advice given to the president by this person. Now, we can sit here and discuss the legalities of immigration. Immigration is not a foreign policy issue. It's a civil rights issue. When we cease to be humane and lack empathy for our fellow Americans, or even citizens that are here, or even non-citizens that are here in this country, it's a day that we lose the right to call ourselves the greatest country in the world.
No, she did not. That is not what happened.
That is not what happened.
Okay.
What?
Hold on a second.
Give me your contact information right
No,
now.
I'm going to give you time to speak to you.
Hey.
That's what I'm going to
Speak
do.
to you after.
Well, many of the immigrants detained today have what's called the I-220A form, which was given to them by border authorities when they crossed into the U.S. NBC6 was there as person after person left Miami's immigration court in tears Thursday. Yanet Correa could not hold back her pain. She screams injustice after her husband was placed on an expedited deportation order after showing up to his immigration check-in in Miami. The detentions are not only creating panic and fear, but Correa's immigration attorney tells NBC6 it's also creating confusion.
When a person enters the U.S. at the border, they decide what law to process you under, and now here in court, they're deciding to process you under a different law.
Immigration court attorney Antonio Ramos tells us this is now the new normal.
People get in front of the judge. The DHS offered dismissal of the case, and I have to make a parenthesis because dismissal of the case in the previous administration, people saw it as a good thing because they're not going to be arrested. So a lot of people accept the dismissal. When they accept the dismissal, they withdraw the application in front of the judge. The case is closed in front of the judge. They are literally in a legal limbo, and they can be detained.
¿Es su esposa? ¿Quisieras decir algo?
This was the chaotic scene of an operation by Homeland Security investigations as they swept through this restaurant at the corner of Beach and 30th Street. Heavily armed agents can be seen in full tactical gear as cars block the streets off. In this video, you can hear loud booms and sirens as community members surrounded their cars. Pedro Rios with American Friends Service Committee was there and watched as people were taken away in handcuffs.
The agents fired sound grenades, flashbang grenades at the crowd.
Claire Cody works at Buena Forcheta. She had just clocked in for her shift at about 4:30 Friday afternoon when she says several men in trucks went inside saying they had a search warrant. Claire says agents put employees in handcuffs to check their ID. Meanwhile, outside the restaurant, the community pushed back.
It was quite clear that there was just a complete rejection by the community of the federal agents of conducting this in their community and neighborhood.